Boy, oh boy, oh boy. How do people wrap their legs around these things? Wow, this really hurts my toes. Oh, my toes hurt. I'm sorry, guys. You good? Holy tits. I did not think I'd be able to do that. Maybe get some bigger, nicer cushions and... Oh, shit. Well, here's the deal. I live here now. Well, I don't live here now. I live here sometimes. Hi. Welcome to my channel. My name is hannahleeduggan, and the swing is turning around. Where do I even start? So, hello. My name is Hannah, and I grew up in the city, lived in Oakland, lived in LA, thought I was going to live in New York, lived in Hong Kong. I've always been a city girl, loved cities. And then a couple years ago, I bought 2 rustic cabins in the woods and have been living there ever since. And I love them and I still own them. I know a lot of people are wondering about that, and I actually spend quite a lot of time there still. I, about 2 months ago, purchased this place. I knew that eventually I'd want to own a functional house, and I have this thing where I go on Zillow a couple times a week and just check around the area for properties, whether that's just land or whatever. This one popped up and I wasn't quite ready to buy a proper house, but I felt like I would really regret it if I didn't. And so I ended up here. But I've been kind of just taking time to enjoy the space for myself. I mean, I'm on YouTube. I have my whole life on here. So it was nice to just kind of keep it as my own for a while. But I figured today I'll show you guys around, and yeah, I'm just excited. It's a little oasis. I gave you guys some Easter egg hints in previous videos that I was living here. So I'll see if you can spot the spots where I was. Now I'm just rambling. Sorry, Kyle. I'll give you a tour and tell you more as we go. Here's the house. This is me for size comparison. Not that that actually helps, but anyway, this is the house. Look how freaking cute it is. Oh, it's so cute.
I heard a ringing bell this morning.
Howdy. Main entryway. I love that there's an entryway. I can keep all my stuff out here. Look at this.
And it woke me from a dream.
When I first came to see the house, I walked into this entryway and I think it's made out of like cedar boards because, I don't know, they must have had the stove going or something, but it smelled like a sauna in here and it was so, so nice. Anyway, so walk through the entryway and you get the kitchen.
And in that dream I heard a warning, saying leave the rest, take only what you need. So keep on singing to those who listen, 'cause you can make it on your own. Time goes slowly, the world gets lonely.
The kitchen is one of my favorite rooms in the house. It's just pretty. It's like a farmhouse kitchen, just super simple and everything you need it to be. I've slowly been adding in furniture to the house. I think I'm gonna build a kitchen island here. Look at this stove. This was like the selling point for me in the listing before I could see it all in person. Like, that was one of the first photos I saw, and I think it's supplemental wood heat, so there are electric heater boxes. I think they did kind of a half and half. I'm gonna have to see what it's like in winter to kind of get a hang of what the heating system is gonna be like here. Anyway, I'm excited to try figure out how all this stove works. This is like an actual proper, I could cook on this stove, which is really exciting. Anyway, let me sit down and talk to you for a little bit in this room. Okay, so here's the situation. I would tell you how much I spent on the house, but what I've learned from my last closing is that, God, it's such a bummer. I wish I could tell you guys because I would be completely transparent and honest, but I can't give out the information on how much the house was. Any sort of information like that is helpful for people to narrow down where you live, which is just unfortunate. This seems like a good time to get into this. So I mean, obviously my job is YouTube now. I'm super lucky. somehow moving into those cabins sparked a ton of people to want to come watch the channel and just kind of peek into my life. Since moving into those cabins, was able to move to YouTube full time. If you're curious what I did before YouTube, I have a whole video way back on my channel. But that was like, I talked about every job I've ever had. I've always worked my butt off. And this closing was a lot different than closing on the cabins, because I actually make like a very comfortable amount of money now. I did want to clear up that on my last house closing, I know that there's some speculation on the internet going around that was like, oh, her mom bought that property or something, or it was in the family or something, which when I purchased that property, I was making like $700 a month. I didn't have very much money. I used all of my savings for the down payment. I actually had pretty good credit. But that being said, I did have my mom co-sign with me, which is not the same as owning it at all. She just co-signed with me, which means she's just like a fallback in case I don't pay or something. But she never, you know, she doesn't pay for anything. She doesn't put anything towards the down payment, doesn't do any monthly anything. I don't know. I've always taken pride in owning my own stuff. I think since I turned 18, I've always been that way and always figured out my way through this life. So anyway, I'm gonna keep walking around, but I'll keep talking a little bit. Then we go from the kitchen. There is a little bathroom down this hallway. This is pretty cute. Took like an old chest of drawers and put a sink in it. I don't know, I think it's cute. So from here, exiting the kitchen, and then there's just this big open space. Now this is like the dining room, well, the dining room area that I've determined is gonna be the dining room. My plan is to build like this huge, really long table here, and I'm just imagining Thanksgiving dinners with the family, because I don't know, I've got this big place now, and I'm just excited to be an adult. So again, kitchen, dining room, and then we start getting exciting. So this was like the first thing I bought in the house, record player. I was at a thrift store and I was like, oh, I've never wanted a record player until now. I don't know. This is all kind of just stuff that I've been antiquing a lot. Things have just been getting set places, so it's not like permanently where it's gonna go, but it looks good for now. Then we've got this kind of hallway. I don't know, it's like a weird amount of space over here. Guys, holy camole. I found my dream desk. Literally every piece of furniture you've seen in here, except for the couch, I hauled in on my own, and I filmed almost none of it, including that like dining room table. Hold on. That table, all me. This chest of drawers, all me. Really heavy. That chest of drawers, all me. That desk, all me. Might have broken a leg or two, but we fixed it. Luckily, I'm a carpenter. But yeah, I only filmed at all bringing in this desk and not anything else, because I was just not filming, but I'll show you what that looks like. Oh, okay. Oh. Ah. Oh, there goes another leg. I'm literally only filming this because I know a million people are gonna say I didn't do this on my own. Ow! What is going on? Up. Oh, I also don't know if that's the right spot for it. How am I gonna get you up? This is just like a deadlift. I don't know how to do it. Maybe if I can get it up on this bench first. I am so sweaty. Oh, I'm not strong enough to do it alone. Oh, I'm so close. This could go so badly. Oh, it's going badly. Okay, I like got a burst of like I can do this while the camera was off. And then I was like halfway through it and I couldn't stop to turn on the camera, but I got it. like my favorite thing in the house, I think. Plus I didn't have a workspace really, so that's what it looks like. We're missing knobs. Oh, actually Molly helped me carry this in. So there's like a little glimpse of the next room, but here's the stairs to get upstairs. I realized these are really narrow, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'll get more in depth about this later, I mean in a different video, but I think I'm gonna take out this and open up the wall a little bit so they're a little bigger and like I can actually get things upstairs. I tried to take this cabinet up there and it doesn't fit. So then one of my favorite rooms is this room, which I call the sunroom. I mean, listen, I'm a sucker for windows. I love windows. I love light. I love natural light. If I could put a window in every single wall, in every single crevice, I would live in a glass house. This is such a fun, not splurgy room, but like, I actually got a nice couch. This is not the color I'm sticking with. I'm replacing this color with the green covers. So it'll be like foresty green. It's gonna be like a plus size California king bed. And that's because I wanted to feel like a movie theater. I got like the same projector I have at my cabin, but it has a remote, so I feel really bougie. Like, who am I? Also, I put that up standing on, I don't even know what I was standing on, but it was precarious. Kyle, insert clips now. Wobbly stool. Element of danger that you all love about my videos. The ceiling is creaking. Probably a good time for a stud finder. Does she have one? No, she doesn't. Don't. So now what we do is we move that as little as possible. Oh my God, what if the ceiling comes crashing down on me? You hold tight over there, little guy. We're getting up on a wiggly stool. Oh, you girl got it. This room I want absolutely just like covered in plants. I've already begun the collection. Also, one of the first things I ever did when I moved in here was build Despero a mouse cage, because obviously I get a new house, she gets a new house, I guess. Despero is my mouse, by the way. Oh my gosh. And then, so my sister and I, we went antiquing together and we found this little fountain. Oh yeah, make it work, Molly. It's so cute. It really is. So I'll often sleep in here because I haven't made my bed frame yet. Look at that. Look at that. I just turn it on at night and fall asleep to this little fountain, or just like if I'm hanging out in this room. How nice is that? Anyway, that's the downstairs. This is my favorite room, I believe, other than the kitchen and the upstairs bathroom. The bedroom's also gonna be pretty, I think, once I get it together. I just don't have anything in there. Oh, wait, let me show you. We'll go up the stairs. Watch your head, because there's a thing that you will smack it on, which I know from experience. Love the floors, love them. This is the hallway. Not exciting. There's a stairway that you just came up from. Hallway. I think that cabinet that I was trying to get up here, I want to put here and put it right there and have it be kind of a linen closet. So I'll show you the least exciting room first, which is just this like random closet where I've been keeping my clothes. And then there's the guest room. Got a lot of water damage on the walls. They said that they got those leaks fixed, so we're believing them. Otherwise, you know me, I will fix it myself. So lots of storage. I think I'm gonna use this as a guest room where I'll put the bed here like they had it. And then honestly, I'm taking a lot of notes from their book. They had some good setup. I think I'm gonna get like a bigger, just flat desk, like a big table, and just use it as an additional office / craft space. So that's what this room will be. But I think I'm gonna show you the bedroom first and then the bathroom, because the bathroom is one of my favorite rooms. Exiting here, we look back at the hallway. I only just got a mattress very, very recently. I have slept in here a total of like twice. And that's also just because I love sleeping on that couch downstairs. So I got a king size bed. This is the last bed I'm ever gonna buy. So why not go big or go home? This is a big empty room. So it felt like, why not just fill the space with the bed? Here it is. It's so freaking comfortable. So this is it. I have not built the bed frame yet. So anyway, I found these old railings from an antique store. I found 2 of them, so there's 2 sets just like that. You can kind of see what I'm going for here, right? That'll be one end of the bed. And then I have another one that's behind there, and that will come up like slightly above the pillows. So it'll be like a really cute headboard and baseboard. If anybody knows somebody who makes custom windows, please reach out, because I don't know heads or tails about where to start looking first. Bing! There it is. I have so many plans, guys. This is getting off on a tangent, but there is a window here. I was thinking it'd be really fun to put some stairs here and like make that window fully open and then put like a little metal terrace out there on the roof. Anyway, that's like me 5, 10, 17 years later, maybe. Or probably in the next 10 days. All right, and the last room of the house before I show you outside, because the outside is absolutely gorgeous, is the bathroom. And a lot of you guys also from the last video said this was the best room.
Time goes slowly, world gets lonely when you got no one on your side. You gotta love one another, sister and brother, 'cause you only got one right.
First off, they left this cabinet. Amazing, because that is a great cabinet. It fits perfectly. It's just adorable. The freaking bathtub. Oh my God. I feel like I can't quite show you how freaking gorgeous it is. Let's see. This is a clawfoot bathtub, deeper than heck. Look at this. I took a bath last night and I was in that bath for like 2 hours. I just watched a movie. I've never experienced something so nice. Look, you can't even see me. So yeah, that's it. Well, this is also very cute. This lifts up, keep things in there. You guys have to see the outdoors because it's gorgeous. And then I promise I will let you go on with your life. I'll give you a little teaser because this room has one of the best views in the house. That's the garden. It's really big. It's a really big garden. Oh yeah. This is the other good view. I'll meet you downstairs. Okay, we're back in the kitchen and I'm actually gonna go out the back door. There's a giant deck on this house. I'm thinking it'd be really nice to put like a pergola on this end of the deck just because it's such a large deck and it'd be nice during the middle of the day to put like just go sit out there. Have a little bit of shade and then the other half of the deck is sunny. Those are my thoughts. This is the back door. You come out, beautiful little garden area. I feel really bad. She told me to use liquid fence to keep the deer from coming in here and eating the hosta and I didn't. And they did indeed eat the hosta. I will do better next year. So this is the sunroom. This is the room that I told you is like one of my favorite rooms. And then over yonder, I have a koi pond.
Time goes slowly, world gets lonely when you got no one on your side.
Let me tell you this story while I sit next to the koi pond. I didn't know that there was koi in here. I came and visited, saw the pond, was like, that's awesome. I love that. Water feature. And then the day of closing, I saw the previous owners and yeah, we were just chit-chatting. It was really, really sweet actually. It was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna like kind of do a slow move-in. I've got my other cabin still. I've got a lot, back and forth to do. So I'll probably just, it'll be slow. I won't be here every day. They look at me and they go, well, you have to feed the koi fish every day. I didn't know. I didn't know that there were koi fish. So I was like, oh, I have inherited pets. And now I have a mouse, some koi fish, a lot of koi fish actually, and I know that because of reasons I will tell you in a moment, and a large family of frogs. A lot of frogs in here. For those of you who don't know about koi fish, like me, I did not realize how much maintenance they are. And all they told me was that I needed to feed them once a week and purify the pond once a week. I don't know. We were in closing. Like I was stressed out, excited, nervous. It was a lot. This pond got so green. I felt so bad. I didn't know. I tried everything. I learned all about the purification system. I know how to take it apart, put it back together, do everything. Finally, I got to this point where I was like, I have to drain it and clean it. I'm gonna just insert that footage now, I think. This is kind of funny, but I bought a kiddie pool and I'm currently draining the water from the pond. Look at how green it is. It's terrible. Oh, I'm draining the water from the pond into this kiddie pool and then I'm gonna put the fish in there because I can't just put them in regular water. I have to let the water dechlorinate overnight. Look, I've been reading and reading and reading. I'm gonna get in here and clean all of this algae off because it is all over everything. I bought like a scrubby brush and I'm just gonna get in here and deep clean it. I don't know, I'm scared. Anyway, here's the before. Don't see any koi fish yet. That side of the pond is deeper though, so maybe they're over there. Ah, come on. Here we got one. Another fish. Okay, we've got 3 fish so far. Anywho, it's sort of clean now. I have a koi fish are alive. All right, on to the garden. Man, I was so nervous to talk on camera and now I cannot shut up. Pond. The house is over here. Oh, that's a pretty view of the house. This is also one of those things that I've had a steep learning curve going into. I haven't gardened. You guys know me, like I don't really cook very much. And boy, am I learning. This was like the koi pond. It was like there was just so much going on the first couple of weeks that I closed on this place. I was keeping it a secret, so it wasn't like content. So I had to be back at the cottage to keep, you know, working on projects and doing stuff like that. And so a lot of this stuff, it was like I was just trying to end up with like places to sleep or in the couch and a place to sit down and eat food. So the external stuff kind of fell to the wayside, which I felt really bad about. But I did take advantage of some of the things that were planted here. There's carrots and beets and tomatoes, little wild strawberries. There were a whole bunch of sugar snap peas, other things I didn't quite get to, and I'm trying to be better. Also, this is where I dry my laundry. All of these rows were overgrown with weeds. I felt real bad. We cleaned that up, me, myself, and I, and Matt. Matt helped a little bit. Trying to stay on top of it. There are so many tomatoes, and this is not even, like, I have picked the tomatoes every day, and there are more. They just keep on coming. So I just need to make red sauce and learn how to jar things. So I might actually do that today once I hang up with you. There's a lot of fun stuff in here. This empty bed, that empty bed, and this empty bed, there were like 310 bulbs of garlic. And the previous owner came by. This was like also in her stipulations at closing. And she was like, you have to feed the koi fish once a day, and I'm gonna come and harvest the garlic. I'll let you keep half. So I was like, that's great. Actually, I would love to see you again. So I've got 160 heads of garlic. It's all drying, but good thing I love garlic, so that's good. I just have to cook more. Okay, one last thing I want to show you in this garden because Matt and I actually just found it. Oh yeah, just in passing, I'm going to just mention Matt is here every once in a while. He's not living here. We're still together, but we're just doing our own thing. And I feel like for the rest of it, we're just living our personal lives. Last thing, we just found these, but there are grapes growing all over this fence. These grapes are delicious. I was expecting them to be like sour or bitter, and these grapes are so good. Oh, I got seeds on them, but they're so yummy. Someday, I might make wine. This was my thought, like right off the bat. I would love to have a space to just come out and sit and hang. Oh my god, there's a hummingbird just sitting on the tomato plant over there. Flew away, but I will also show you this guy that I almost just stepped on. And okay, I swear to God, I almost have made my point here. I really think it'd be fun to put a pergola here and just have a little shade spot and a couch and like a little patio, and then you can sit and the grapes can grow over you, and then you just got grape snacks, like fruit snacks for shade and also for wine. On this side of the fence there is a chicken coop, so eventually if I want chickens, the options are endless. So exiting the garden, the last thing I want to show you that has been just so much fun. Previous owners did such a beautiful job creating trails throughout the woods. I kid you not, like I am in awe. Someday I'm gonna take you guys around, but today is not that day because I think I'm way over my time limit. Here's the garage. It's nothing special. There's wood. It's empty. I mean, it's not empty anymore, but you know, whatever. There's 15 acres of woods and they have such beautiful trails all over. Also berry season, or like the raspberry season just ended, but these trails are covered in raspberries. So I would walk out there, pick a ton of raspberries, and then just go make pancakes with raspberries. It was Oh, so good. So anyway, as you might have noticed, this yard is giant and the trail systems are endless. Here is my little Easter egg for you. There's actually more land across the creek, which I really wanted to show you the creek, but the last couple days have been so dry that the creek actually dried up. So the creek is not creaking right now. There's actually a deer family living over there, which is really magical. But that's where I filmed one of my last van videos when I had just kind of purchased the property, and that was my big Easter egg for you guys. It was really fun to be like, oh, I know the owner of this property and they said it was okay for me to camp here. I know the owner of this property and they said I could stay here. It's me, I'm the owner. I'll keep it out. Because the owner was me. That being said, with all of this groomed land, I now have a tractor. Not a tractor. I like to call it a tractor. It sounds better than a lawnmower. It's really fun. And it makes me want to mow the lawn all day, every day, forever. So I'm gonna just show you this mower, and then we're good.